getting a breaking news where Congress Parliamentary Party chairperson Sonia Gandhi on Friday, in an indirect attack on the BJP, said that a systematic attempt is being made to denigrate, distort, demean and defame the former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. And this is not acceptable. She said that the forces behind the drive against Nehru belong to the ideology that had no role in our freedom movement or in the making of our constitution. Let's listen in.
What is not acceptable is a systematic attempt being made to denigrate, distort, demean and defame him. The sole objective of this is to not only diminish him as a personality, but it is also to demolish his multifaceted legacy in a crude and self-serving attempt to rewrite history. They belong to the ideology that had no role whatsoever in our freedom movement, that had no role whatsoever in the making of our constitution. In fact, they even burnt it. They were totally against it.
Joining us now is CNN News18's Pallavi Ghosh. Pallavi, very good morning to you and thank you for joining us. Now, what does Sonia Gandhi mean by when she says and uses this very strong language? She says destroy the social, political and economic foundations. What has prompted these remarks by her?
See, you have heard of late, and the most recent one was the Defence Minister Rajnath making a comment that Jawaharlal Nehru as the Prime Minister wanted to divert the government funds to the building of the Babri Masjid. Though at that point of time, the Congress did not react too strongly, dismissing it off as a diversionary tactic. But there has been a consistent pattern where, the government has often blamed, say, their faulty foreign policy vis-a-vis India's China policy framed by the first Prime Minister of independent India. I think Sonia Gandhi then seized this opportunity. It was essentially inauguration of a Nehru Centre, which is going to compile the archives and history and the speeches of Jawaharlal Nehru. And it is in that context, she said that it's good we have this Nehru Centre because there's a lot of attempts which have been repeatedly made by the BJP to dissect and to diss Jawaharlal Nehru and his legacy and contribution. And this is something which was unacceptable and this is what needs to be countered.
Right. So what she used this, like we said, unusually strong language today. She says bigoted, viciously communal. Now, what does this escalation in her tone really tell about Congress's political strategy and ideology?
Yeah, you're right. It's very rare that of late you see any kind of a statement coming in from Sonia Gandhi. But when she does speak very aggressively. I remember she was also the one in 2004 who had defeated the Vajpayee government to form the UPA government, not once but twice over. So she comes in from that position of strength, unlike many of the present-day Congress leaders who are facing one defeat after another. She, of course, belongs to the Nehru Gandhi family, and she was not just protecting someone who belongs to her family, but also what she said is very much an integral part of India's history. And the government, according to her, dismisses off and diverts attention from its own faults and its own failures by putting all the blame on Jawaharlal Nehru. Her son Rahul Gandhi, whenever he speaks about India's faulty China policy, the BJP hits back by saying that policy was framed by Jawaharlal Nehru. She made a point in reference to all her long speech, it was more than half hour at the inauguration of Nehru Centre, making the point consistently that every Congress leader must use these kind of facilities to counter this false narrative of the BJP.
Right. Thank you, Pallavi.